going on, guys? So today we're back with another Pokemon Masters video, and today we're actually going to be going over some more sync grids because there's quite a few of these dropping here lately. So we are going to focus today on Clair and Kingdra really fast, which let's actually hop over here and oh crap, I forgot. I am pre-recording this video and their grids aren't even available. Reset and, you know, all that spiel. So we're going to utilize this to kind of visualize this grid today, since technically at this point of recording, Clair isn't officially released. So as usual, my quick spiel here is I didn't come up with any of these builds. I didn't come up with a way to actually build these out. I don't have the orbs grinded yet. I haven't been able to like sit down and study these as much as I'd like to, but all of the builds that I'm getting are coming from random posts on Reddit. Just builds that I found that I find interesting and think that they're kind of cool. So basically, we're gonna go over each quadrant. I view these as a top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right quadrant. We'll go over them each by one. I do view the two sync move additions part of the center because they don't really fit well on the left or the right hand side, but they're kind of in the center, if you get what I mean. So of course, starting off here, we do have the center ring, which is going to be speed plus 5, HP plus 10, special attack plus 5, defense plus 5, special attack plus 5, and a special defense plus 5. So all fine, all great, all dandy. It's very interesting that we have two special attacks instead of a special attack and a regular attack. Very, very cool. Okay, starting in the top left-hand quadrant, we're going to start from the center and work our way outward because that's the way that the move, that's the way the sync move is basically going to unlock these. There are some things that are locked behind level 2, some things locked behind level 3. So, starting from the center and working our way outward, down here at the very bottom, we do have Dragon Guard, which is the top, like right here, you can see. It's gonna basically be reducing damage when the Pokemon is attacked from a dragon type Pokemon. So actually kind of cool. We do have a special defense plus 5, defense plus 10, HP plus 5. We do actually have this X attack MP refresh, X special attack MP refresh, which basically is going to give you an extra use out of your X special attack. Now it's a very small chance or moderately good chance. I'm pretty sure it's very small chance, but basically sometimes you're gonna actually get 3 uses out of it instead of 2, and if you're really lucky, you might get 4 uses out of it. And oh, I guess technically you could get more than that. Basically, you're gonna have to try to use it, and if you get extra uses, great. Then we do have Victory is Mine MP Refresh 3, which is great. We do then have a Special Reserve. So this is kind of a really, really interesting thing. Special Reserve 6 is once per battle, radically raise the user's special attack when in a pinch. So radically, if I'm not mistaken, means to raise it by 3 stages or more, is I'm pretty sure how it's stated in the main games, but generally it means 3 stages, which is really crazy. So in a pinch, of course, also does mean that whenever we get below a certain HP threshold, it's going to end up kicking us over into this like almost like if you remember in like Gen 1 or Gen 2, you had like that mechanic where once you got to like into red bar, you would do like a little extra damage. Whatever gen that was, it's kind of like that. Whenever you get into a pinch, you basically do some, so you do get a little bit of an extra effect there. Next, in these very top 2 on the left, Stamina Reserve 6, which is once per battle, increase the user's move gauge by 6 whenever the user is in a pinch. So there again, quite cool, very, very interesting. Draco Meteor Paralysis Synergy 5, which, let me double check exactly. So powers up moves when the target is paralyzed. So Draco Meteor will actually get a little bit of a boost when the target is paralyzed, which is actually kind of cool. It does actually synergize a little bit with what our little, our goal is here. So we're just going to leave those selected. It doesn't matter for now. Moving on to the top right-hand quadrant, we do have special attacks here. We do have a special defense. Then we do have Dragon Breath plus 4, Dragon Breath plus 4, both on power. We do have another Dragon Breath, Dragon Breath, Dragon Breath. So as you can see, this quadrant is really tailored towards Dragon Breath and just really utilizing moves that, or tiles that just boost that move. Then we also do have move gauge refresh for Dragon Breath, which of course is going to give you a little bit of a move gauge boost whenever you use it. Every now and then, not all the time. We do have power plus 5, which is again pretty crazy. And we do have hostile environment on it, which does allow us to actually get in a little bit extra chance of paralyzing the opponent from Dragon Breath. So actually pretty cool. Next, moving into this bottom left-hand quadrant here, so starting from the center, working our way outward, we do have the HP. This is a ton of stats right here. So HP, defense, special attack, speed, special defense, and a defense right there. So that's all 4 stats, which is crazy. There's a lot of stat usage here, which I guess if that's what you want out of your Clair, that's completely fine. There's no problem with that. But there are 2 really interesting passives right here. Rain Gear 3, which let me double check and make sure that I tell you exactly what this does. Reduces damage when the Pokemon is hit by an attack move when the weather is rainy. Very, very interesting. I love that. I love it so much. I'm definitely wanting to play around with a rain type of situation. Like imagine Clair with the rain situation, Winona to start the rain, and then Blue to just terrorize with Hurricane. Like, oh my god, this sounds so cool. Then we also do have Raging Rain 5, which is going to power up your moves when the weather is rainy, so even better. And then we do have Dire Rain 1. Critical hits land more easily when an attack move is used when the weather is rainy. So as you can see, there's a ton of stats like locked into this little quadrant, but there are a ton of passive synergies as well, kind of giving you a little bit of synergetic power with rain as weather, which is just, oh, it's so good. I love it. I love it. So last but not least, our last quadrant here is the bottom right hand quadrant. We are going to work our way from the center outward yet again. So speed, special attack 10. Then we just have all Draco Meteor stuff. So Draco Meteor plus 4 on the power, plus 4 power, plus 10 accuracy, which is actually amazing to see. Plus 4 power, plus 4 power. And then we do have the move gauge refresh there. And we do have Meteor or Draco Meteor status quo 4. Has a good chance of returning the user's lowered stats to normal when the move is successful. So that is super, super cool. I really, really like that. So all in all, I would say that generally this is a very interesting grid. I actually find this grid really, really cool, but some people I know still don't really care for it, but you know, whatever. To each their own, right? So now for the 2 builds that I found for Kingdra, I really, really think that these 2 are kind of cool. We've already talked a little bit about one of them, but these also do utilize no tiles that are going to have a level 3 sync move. We are assuming at this point that they are not going to give us the ability to get all the way to the level 3. We do assume that they're going to give us 1 sync move level for this Dragon event that's going to be launching today as this video comes out. So hoping that that's the case. These don't take advantage of any level 3 tiles. They only take advantage of the level 2 tiles. So this should work for you on launch as long as you've grinded out enough crap. Okay, so our first build, I'm going to throw up a graphic on top of the screen here so that you can kind of see this. So the basic premise here is that we're just going to basically be boosting up and using special reserves as much as possible. So if you remember, special reserves is once per battle, radically raises the user's special attack when in a pinch, okay? So we are going to be utilizing that tile. That's the big one that we're going to go with here. So we're always going to start with our center circle. Going into the top left-hand quadrant, we are going to get this 1 X special attack MP refresh 3. Be great to have that boosted, you know, like let's actually end up getting to 6 more often than not instead of just 4 by ourselves. Like that'd be great. Then we are of course going to get these special reserves, which like I said is kind of the main shtick here. That's all we're going to do in this top left hand corner. We are going to actually skip the top right as well. And then we're going to move on to the bottom left. So in the bottom left, we are going to go after a ton of stats here. We're going to hit this HP plus 10, special attack plus 5, speed plus 10, and speed plus 10 as well. So we're going to basically try to utilize a ton of these stat increases that are relevant to us. I guess maybe if you favor special attack more, you could ditch the speed plus 10 at the very bottom and maybe go for the special attack plus 5 that's to the top left of that quadrant if that's kind of your thing. But either way, it should work out very similar for you. So that's actually it in that quadrant. Next, we're going to move over to the bottom right-hand quadrant, where we are going to end up getting a lot here. So the special attack, plus 10, first and foremost. Then we're going to get all of the Draco Meteor stuff. So the base, the plus 4s, all 4 of those, and the accuracy plus 10 to really boost up Draco Meteor and make it the bee's knees, man. Make it super, super strong. So the only thing that I kind of like don't like about that is that Draco Meteor can be kind of a pain sometimes. So yeah, there's that. But the next build that we're actually going to do, also relatively simple. I'll throw up a graphic here. We're basically going to be utilizing the rain mechanic. Like I said, this one is super exciting to me. I really, really like it. So we're going to start with our center circle here. We're not going to touch anything top left, nothing in the top right. We're going to jump straight to the bottom left, where we get the HP plus 10, special attack plus 5, speed plus 10, and then get the 2 passives. One for the Rain Gear 5, Rain Gear 3, and then for the Raging Rain 5. So we basically get these 2 passives, reducing damage when the Pokemon is hit from an attack by anything in rainy weather, which is great. And then powering up moves when the weather is rainy. And then we're gonna just basically stick to the bottom right hand quadrant. We are actually going to get the 2 stat increases here, the speed plus 5, special attack plus 10, and then we're going to get all the Draco Meteor stuff again. Because Draco Meteor is basically the bee's knees when it comes to damage, we're basically going to increase all the damage that we can get, plus that accuracy, and just go to town. So I definitely love to know which one of these builds do you prefer. Do you just completely hate the sync grid? Because I've heard some people say that they do. I personally love the rain idea. I think that's just really cool. It's not like top tier meta breaking or anything, but it's just really cool for me. That is actually going to be it for this video, guys. We are going to actually go through and do a quick sync pair scout here as usual, but let's see what we can get. We're just going to do random Kukui banner here. On the count of 3, if you want to follow along, we're going to go in 1, 2, 3. So no flashy animation. Let's see what kind of antenna we get. Do we get trolled? Do we get anything? No 4-star antenna, just a 3-star. What kind of doors? Just regular 3-star doors, which is a Roxanne, which is fine. But that is actually going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching. As always, remember that if you want to join the Discord, you can do that down below. Also, down there are links to Patreon and YouTube memberships. That's in the description, by the way. Yeah, so that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and head out, but I will catch you in the next video.